What a book!
Top 5 things South Korea is doing to fight the corona nasty virus. This is the country where your Galaxy Samsung phone comes from, so therefore it's obvious these folks got the brains. The success so far of how South Korea is handling the corona pandemic comes from several different factors. The massive inspections daily, combined with the drive-through screening spots, are major successful strategies that the global media is talking about and praising Korea for. Here are the top 5 things Koreans do to fight off the corona pandemic. Number 5. True democracy, where the government becomes the white knight that comes to the rescue of his people, the damsel in distress. The government unites to become a one single power to look after its people. The mask and hand sanitizers delivered to your door. Bringing back Koreans abroad using the presidential plane? No other country has gone this above and beyond for its people living abroad, not even Japan. The transparency the government has maintained regarding the numbers of infected people, which obviously the public responds with faith and trust in its government. Number 4. Culture. The Korean culture is defined by a single word: collectivism. So now, what is collectivism? In collective cultures, people are considered good if they are generous, altruistic, helpful, dependable, and attentive to the needs of other people. So, how does this help to fight the nasty virus? Well, people respond as one. People follow instructions in a very coordinated and organized way. People care, not only about themselves but others. Well, maybe because of themselves, but at least to keep appearances as being part of a collective society. So in few words, this is why all Koreans wear masks in public places, not because of their own safety, but because it is simply etiquette. But also the sense of collectivism motivates people to show acts of kindness. For example, people who have spare protection masks have seen donating it for those who can't afford them. But in Korea, we've seen acts of kindness all over the country. And to think that it all started with a man in his 20s with a disability. Another elderly woman, a street vendor apparently, left a letter in a $1,000 cash with 40 protective masks outside of the police station. In her letter, she said that she's gifting the money and the mask for those who are in even dire need than herself. That is one act of kindness that makes us wonder, what are we doing to help those in more need than ourselves? Number 3. Preparedness. After the MERS outbreak experience where the country struggled with not having enough test kits, so right after the crisis was over, the government was onto it, meaning that they learned a very good lesson. No other country right now is able to process 10,000 people a day for the coronavirus. Army of doctors and nurses along with the physical places to treat the patients. And that is why there is a massive number of people who are infected and still in recovery, yes, but maintaining a very, very low death rate. The key is being ready to handle such crises in order to minimize the damage. Number 2. Daily checkups. A real tedious and time-consuming process that the government decided to enforce, especially in the area where the biggest spike in number of people affected appeared, which is Daegu. Government employees would go door to door with their test kits in hand to check the people in that area. Many of the countries with massive number of infected people aren't doing that today, even though the Korean government knew that it could have been unnecessary to check every single resident in that city. Well, they didn't want to take any chances. I truly believe that we all want a government that doesn't want to take any chances when it comes to the people's safety and well-being. Number 1. Drive-through screening places, just like Starbucks or McDonald's. And actually, the government official who came up with this brilliant idea apparently was inspired by his morning drive through McDonald's, since his wife never made him breakfast. Alright, this is the ultimate, most effective way in keeping the COVID-19 in check. The German media has praised the Korean government for doing so actually. The ZDF, a major public broadcaster in Germany, has said that Korea's COVID-19 management, conducting these massive inspections daily, and also the fastest but hardest way to transparently disclose the confirmed number of COVID-19 cases. And for you guys, as a bonus, we have a quick video on how to wash your hands properly, the Korean way. You see, Koreans don't fail to wash their hands religiously and so very frequently. But here's the catch. Using the hand sanitizer not only when you arrive home from work or else, but before you go out. Yes, you heard me. Before you step out of your place, apply some hand sanitizer. Why? Because by having the hand sanitizer, well, doing its thing of sterilizing your hands, as long as there's some left on your hand and taking effect, well, no matter what you touch, you will be killing germs and slaughtering, the virus as you go. Sanitize before and after. Sanitize.